What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out, man. It's funny how we have been talking about the Rey movie pretty much since the beginning of the year. It was like the very first story we were talking about because of Charmin Obaid-Chinoy shooting off her mouth and making her comments. Yeah, y'all remember way back in January, all right? Daisy Ridley's new Star Wars director says it's about time we had a female filmmaker come forward to shape the galaxy far, far away. You guys will remember that, all right? And so, yeah, it's 11 months later. Things are evolving according to Daisy Ridley, all right? This came out a couple of days back. Daisy Ridley shares an exciting update on Rey's return and hints more news soon to come. Yeah, and that more news came. You want to know what that news is? Yeah, Stephen Knight exits as writer of Star Wars New Jedi Order. That's the news. So they've lost yet another writer. And again, we've already talked about this. You can't really blame bro. Yeah, he got his own little studio to open. He's making Peaky Blinders. He's about to shoot his own movie. He's probably planning a trilogy and shared universe for Peaky Blinders or whatever. He's got his own studio cracking. This dude don't have time to fool around with whatever the hell it is Kathleen Kennedy is doing to this thing. This guy has said, yo, I'm out, man, I'm done. I said that on the last video that I was talking about that. There's no way in hell if I was Stephen Knight, I'm a prominent Hollywood writer, I would be trying to attach my name to this sinking ship, to a character that nobody cares about in a franchise that has taken so much brand damage. It's sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Why would I, as a prominent writer, want to put my name, time, and talent into this? I'm not doing it. And so, yeah, he basically agreed with me. Maybe he saw the video and said, yeah, the DA is right. Shit, let me get the hell out of here, man. You know, so, yeah, Stephen Wright's outro, all right. We heard this basically from Matt Bellani. Let me skip right on over to it. Yeah, fast forward to this evening. Puck's Matt Bellani is reporting that Stephen Knight is out as screenwriter of New Jedi Order. Lucasfilm is now looking for a new writer, which almost certainly means that the film will not be ready by December 2026. The date Disney had originally settled on for the film. It's not coming out. This film is not happening. I'm just going to say that right now for my record. All right. Whatever anybody else want to say, this movie ain't happening and it shouldn't happen. We've been talking about it. Screw Charmin Obaid-Chinoy and her nonsense and her activism and all of that. All right. Sorry, Daisy Ridley, you might be a nice person, but your character is garbage. Your character is trash. You need to walk away. I wouldn't even want to do this if I was Daisy Ridley. This shit, it really hasn't done much for your career. So move on, find some other shit to do. That's what I would be doing if I'm Daisy Ridley. But yeah, and then Stephen Knight and any other writer that's attaching themselves to this. I mean, think about it, man. Where is Star Wars at right now? It is at the bottom of the heap. It is one of the biggest, most important brands in the world, and it has taken amazing amounts of damage. I mean, it is astonishing that anybody even thinks about working for this company. These issues with Knight, who clashed with Lucasfilm over the creative direction of the film, come only 2 years after development on New Jedi Order started, and various drafts have circulated with different writers, including Damon Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson, taking a crack at it before both eventually exiting the project due to creative differences. It's over, man. Look, man, I don't think there's any chance in hell that this movie happens. And as a matter of fact, I can already see the game plan coming for Lucasfilm because this article came out as well. Shout out to John F. Trent from That Park Place. The rumor is James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi Star Wars film could shoot next year as Daisy Ridley claims her film is evolving. Yeah, it's evolving right on to extinction. All right. And James Mangold is about to come in. This is going to be the movie that they talk about. You're going to hear more and more and more about James Mangold. Oh, Dawn of the Jedi is coming out. Hey, guys, ready for Dawn of the Jedi? Oh, we're going to be going over the history of the Jedi 25,000 years ago. It's exciting. It's this, it's that. Blah, 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 blah. They're going to completely memory hole this entire situation with this Rey movie. This may be the last you see of Daisy Ridley for a while talking about Star Wars. She might talk about some of her other shit. And then every time they ask her, so Daisy, what is up with the Rey movie? Is that coming out? And she's going to be like, oh, you know, things are evolving. All right. This is going to be the common phrase. I guarantee you, they're going to start pushing James Mangold more and more and more because that's a movie that sounds like, okay, look, I'm not going to lie. James Mangold may have pissed me off with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, but James Mangold can make some movies. All right. He did Walk the Line, which I think is a phenomenal movie. He did Ford versus Ferrari, which I also think is a phenomenal movie. He did the 2 Wolverine movies. Both great films. That's why we had a lot of high hopes coming in with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It's like, oh, shit, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. And then he just completely butchers that. All right, maybe that's the mulligan that we give him. The Dawn of the Jedi movie could be something, all right? If you get the right writers behind it and you get a good idea and you get the script moving in the right direction and you leave all the woke bullshit out, it could actually be a good movie, all right? And it sounds like they kind of did that. World of Real also reporting about James Mangold's movie. And yeah, right here they mention, where is it at? Yeah, the film is set 25,000 years in the past. Beau Willimon from Andor was recently tapped to co-write The Dawn of the Jedi alongside Mangold, said Deadline. Yeah, Beau Willimon is the guy in Andor that wrote the prison arc, all right? The prison break arc, that amazing writing that they did in Andor, that was Beau Willimon that did that. So when I see that name, it's like, okay, I got a little bit more confidence in the script. James Mangold has pretty much made mostly good films. He's had his one-offs, of course. You know, if he can tone down the rhetoric, shut his mouth, and just make a great movie, it might be good. Who knows? Now, back to the Rey situation. World of Real says there's also another issue. Disney might be second-guessing the entire nature of the project. Will they or won't they allow this film to move forward? Why would you? Why would you keep going down this path? It wouldn't make any sense. Again, you're talking about a movie that's been in development hell. They've gone through, what, 3 writers now? 3 completely different writers have absolutely had a stab at this thing and failed. You're talking about a failing character in and of herself with Rey. Nobody cares about this character. It makes absolutely no sense. Have you not been paying attention to the fan feedback? Your fans are telling you, don't want this character. The diminishing returns in the sequel trilogy should tell you everything you need to know. There should have never, ever been an idea to greenlight a Rey movie. Much less get it to scripts and all this. Y'all have had to pay writers to do this crap. Like, there should have never, ever been a point where they thought this was a good idea. That's Kathleen for you, all right? Do we really need another Rey movie? No. Hell no, all right? No, we don't need this crap. Nobody wants this movie, except for the very, very, very tiny, finite minority of Disney Star Wars fans. The fools that watch The Acolyte. Y'all saw how the viewership went for The Acolyte. These are the people that want a Rey movie. Yeah, I mean, there's no point, all right? Somebody put a fan film together and let these guys watch that shit. There ain't no purpose in Lucasfilm doing this shit, man. Plot details have been kept fairly hush-hush, but based on what I've heard, the film would focus on Rey's tutelage at an academy of up-and-coming Jedi and part of her attempt to build a new Jedi Order. Again, something nobody gives a damn about. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch it. It would tank in the box office. They would probably spend $300 or $400 million on it. Probably would only make $500 or $500 million, $500 million. Be a giant box office flop. Yeah, you're better off with that James Mangold shit, maybe the Dave Filoni shit. This is the bottom of the heap. This movie, the Rey movie, all the other movies, in my opinion, are also going to be giant failures because it's Disney Star Wars, because they've destroyed the brand. But those films have more of a chance. This thing has absolutely no chance, especially with Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. It said they hired Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, a documentary filmmaker, to direct the Rey movie, and there have also been whispers about her being potentially replaced. They need to get her out of there. Regardless, what we have here is yet another Kathleen Kennedy mess over at Lucasfilm. That's what it's going to continue to be, all right? That's what it's going to continue to be. Look, going back to this, the things that need to evolve is Kathleen Kennedy's exit, all right? They need to get that evolution going. Exit stage left, Kathleen, you're done. That's what needs to happen, because this franchise has been utterly destroyed by one person. Yeah, I know all the other idiots over there at Lucasfilm had a hand in it, but one individual is to blame. The head, all right? The leader of the pack, Kathleen Kennedy, and all the nonsense that she said from the very beginning.
Star Wars episode, what you've done to instill more strong
Well, one of the
characters.
things, I mean, the fact that the company was bought by the Walt Disney Company has been amazing, because they very much support the fact that we are trying to grow in the workforce, a number of women in executive positions and in all positions inside the company, and with the movies that we're making, and with the protagonists that we're putting in the stories. So I get a huge amount of support with that. But we have 50% of our executive team are women. Mm-hmm. And 6 out of 8 of the people in my story group are women. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that would be surprised that we're making Star Wars movies and the majority of the people involved in the development of those stories are women. And I think that it's making a huge difference in the stories that we're trying to tell.
She just wants to push her identity and her ideology into Star Wars. And that's why we are where we are. So I think the Rey movie is not happening. All right. That's just my personal opinion on it. It's not going to happen. No chance in hell. Again, we'll dangle Daisy Ridley out here a couple of more times and she'll be like, oh yeah, things are going great. Yeah, things are moving along in a good direction. Yeah, but she still hasn't read a script. She hasn't read any scripts. Any of these scripts that have been written, she has not read one of them. That tells you everything you need to know. The actress hasn't even seen the script. She don't really even know what this story is supposed to be about. Only loosely does she know. She doesn't have all the nuggets, all the details. So again, this is a wrap, all right? It's just too funny. But yeah, we're going to have another follow-up in a month. They'll say, oh, we hired a new writer and this and that. They're going to keep going down this trail. But best believe, this movie ain't happening. All right, y'all take it to the bank. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.